welcome to the last podcast of 2011. I'm Kevin Gordon.
On Coaster. This is going to be a massive show, Kev.
There's a lot to get through. Last half one of the year. Special appearances from Murry and let's get to it.
Alright, well Kev, that brings us to the last podcast of the year, mate.
That's right, it's been a while.
Mate, it has been, and mate, it's been a fantastic ride this year. It's been really good for the Legion. Mate, not so much for the team. We had another game last night. We played the Tigers, and disappointing result, mate.
Yeah, I think they got away from us in the first half, and we can't play catch-up footy the whole year, so...
Yeah, it just seems to be the story of the season, doesn't it? It's like we have lapses and moments of, like where they show their potential, and then it's just not for long enough, I suppose.
Yeah, it's still not holding for 80 minutes, and I think we're going to work on that on the off-season, just trying to go the distance in the game. So yeah, it's going to be a big off-season for us.
I think it will be, mate. I think it will be. I think when do you start back at training?
Start November, early November. Yep. So yeah, looking forward to get into it and start next year already.
I noticed Cardi talked about it in the press a bit and said basically everybody's tend to forget the core rules. Apparently you've got a set core rules, your own commandments, so to speak, and I think he's going to reinforce that coming to the next season. So no one's privy to that except for the players, but let's hope that you can really turn it around. Mate, it'd be great to see you back out there anyway.
Yeah, it will be.
Hey, flying down the sidelines. Mate, can't wait. And after you score, running over to the Legion and jumping into the crowd. And we'll have your coordinator wig. You can jump over, Piggy Riddell style, jump over the fence.
Grab the wig.
Underneath, put the wig on, come up, applaud yourself, and then go back out there and play the rest of the game. That'd be brilliant.
That'd be good.
And so we won't talk about the Tigers game too much, mate. Not a whole lot of positives out of that game. Let's just forget it. Move on to next week, I'd say.
Next week's probably the biggest game for us.
It is. I think. It is, mate.
It's come down to the last game. The big battle for the
Operation Loses
Spoon.
Spoon. Yeah. And I know that there's a few Parramatta fans, especially on Twitter, who obviously they don't want the title of last place. But I read an interesting thing. If we actually draw with Parramatta this week and Canberra lose, Canberra get it.
Do they?
Yes.
Man, you've been at it again.
That's right. I think that's the way it works. It's got something to do with technically the lowest amount of wins for the season. So it'll be interesting to find out exactly how that works. But look, let's just not muck around. We don't need to draw. We need to win that game. So anyway, we'll be talking about that game in detail in a few minutes. But mate, last podcast of the year.
Big.
Mate,
big.
It's been massive this season.
Come a long way.
It has, and I'd like to, sort of just take a minute just to sort of talk about where the podcast come from. It all started, with basically just a bit of a rant on audio from me, and then we all sort of got in together, the steering committee. This year, even though the team's gone like bastards, this year we were partially responsible for the members' barbecue. That got organised, where we helped initiate that and give back feedback to the club so that they could organise and get something going as far as the members' barbecue. So that was a massive positive. We had the Summer Blisters this year. Do you remember the Summer Blisters with all the drums?
Oh yeah.
In red.
Yeah.
So
making a lot of noise.
Yeah, that was part of this season as well. So that was trialled, and look, with some success, we may look at it again next year, but. So that was a pretty good thing. We've met some interesting characters out of the Legion this year.
Yeah.
Titus Officious and Aluminium Boy, they're new on the scene. Fantastic addition. The Gordinator.
He's...
Mate, he actually grew himself. He started off as an unknown warrior and got a name this year. And mate has grown leaps and bounds to a point of he's even in the sheds last week that we seen him just running amok in there and leading the boys in victory.
yeah, you never know what it can lead to, you know. Just getting the Legion, it could lead to anything. Just could lead to going in the sheds after the game and sing the song for the boys.
That's exactly right. And we've also had a couple of other new additions. Murry.
Murry Bugabba, yeah.
Yeah, he's new. He's
been
real
around
new.
the rounds, that guy.
Yeah. And mate, I hear that Murray, last week we didn't know him, we had no idea what he looks like, but I've actually heard you've been able to rope him into the studio.
Yeah, we got him in here today. He's he's got a bit of tight schedule, you know, he's been interviewing all the boys and stuff, so actually got a chance to get him in, so we're going to put a face to his audio.
Well, can you go grab him?
I'll go get him. Murray! Murray, come in.
Murray, are you there, mate? Here he is, Murray. Come on over here, mate. Do you mind come over here and let us have a talk to you on camera?
What's going on?
Hey, buddy, how are you? Coaster?
Murray.
How are you?
Murray Bugabba.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know how to say it?
No, I don't. And I'm not going to try. I've tried through the week and it's just no good for me. Too many bees in there, mate.
My name is Murray Bugabba, if you didn't know. And yeah, I've been around the ground just talking to the boys, just get to know them.
Yeah?
And I actually caught up with Dom Peru as he was training, and you know, caught up with him. So let's see what he has to say.
God gave Dom Peru to you, gave Dom Peru to you, put him in your soul for everyone. God gave Dom Peru to you, gave Dom Peru to you, put him in your soul for everyone. Put him in your soul.
How's it going? You know what I'm saying?
How's the hand going?
Alright. Surgery tomorrow.
Alright.
6 in the morning. Where's Kevin? Where's the Gordon? Give it to Gordon.
When you be back?
4 weeks.
Back
4 weeks.
Tweed grand final?
Hopefully. If not, then Cook Islands.
World Cup?
World Cup. Sus.
Sweet.
Cook Islands. Only a dot on the map. Versus the Kiwis. Kiwi land. Watched the All Blacks last night.
Who are you going for?
Hey?
Who are you going for?
All Blacks, bro.
Oh.
What the?
Oh,
What a big bro. Thank you.
sweet. If you had one word or one line of the day, what would it be?
One line of the day. Let me see. So many to choose from, you know what I'm saying? But, this is true, line.
Yeah?
It's,
Yep, 5 seconds.
okay, ready? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Bang.
Oh, shit.
Bang.
That's good.
Bang.
Alright, that was Dom Peru there, and he was very excited to talk to me, and he really liked my outfit as well. And also caught up with Benny Ridge on the same day, and we'll see what he has to say as well about what's going on. How's the injury going?
Yeah, mate, it's getting there. It's
Sternum?
yeah, sternum, cracked my sternum. So about 10 weeks since I've heard it, and I'm just feeling pretty good now.
When you be back?
I can't qualify for the Q Cup final, so there's no point rushing back. And there's only 2 games left in NRL, and with the injuries, I might come back maybe next week. But if they need me, if not, Cardi said they'll just give me the break, and so I'm ready to go next pre-season.
So, where are you going on off season?
Off season, I'm going with my missus over in Perth for 10 days, and and then I'll be out back home in Roma there, chasing a few pigs.
Few
Be
pigs?
shooting.
Few pigs for dinner?
A few pigs for dinner, mate. Bit of pork, bit of roast pork. Don't mind me crackle.
Sweet. If you had one line or one word for the day, what would it be?
One word or one line? What's that pain one?
No pain?
No pain.
No pain, no gain.
No, the pain is...
Weakness leaving the body.
Yeah, pain is weakness leaving the body. That's it, right there.
That's it, Ridgy. Alright, sweet. Alright, yeah, that was Benny Ridge there. He was very excited to see me as well. And what else have we got on today?
Well, mate, I just like to thank you for all of those fantastic interviews, and I hope to see you next year for the podcast.
That's what I do, you know, I just do whatever I can for whoever I can.
That's good, and mate, I'm sure the boys will love it next year, especially if they can all comment on your suit.
That's right. Get around the grounds and see a couple of boys next year as well.
All right, Murray. Well, fantastic, mate, and mate, I can't wait to talk to you next year. And
write that down.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks, Murray.
All right, I go.
Thanks, mate.
See you later, Legion. And make sure you get down there Saturday this week, and you know, get behind the boys.
Dead right.
Get behind them.
Oh, Kev, mate, I'm so stoked that you got Murray to come in. He's fantastic.
It's a big hassle getting him in. He's on a tight schedule, so very lucky to have him in here.
And mate, last week when we were talking on the podcast, you mentioned that the coordinator had something news.
Oh yeah. Coordinator. He's informed me that something happened to him over the last week, and he said that some insect has bitten him. He's got bitten by a spider, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
That's why he couldn't be here today. He's got bitten by a black spider, I think. So.
oh, that doesn't sound good.
Nah, but I think he'll be there in the game. So I think something's gone. Had to be a black spider. I think something's happened to him. So we have to get down to the Legion to see what he looks like. So.
So look, if you needed any other encouragement to get to the Legion on Saturday night, get down there to see what the hell happened to the coordinator.
Yeah, the coordinator's got bit by a black spider, so
Jeez.
something's going on. So,
All right. Well, we'll definitely keep our eyes open for that. And
we hard to miss.
yeah.
Something's big's gone down.
Really? Jeez. He's not swelling anymore, is he?
Oh, he could be.
Oh,
He's getting
jeez.
pretty big. So look out in the Legion for him. Won't be hard to pick because he'll be the only one. Yeah, in what he's in.
All right. So that brings us obviously to Saturday night. Now, if you, as I say, get down there to see what the coordinator's doing, and of course, get down there because this is it, mate. This is it. Very last game of the season
Very
for us.
last game, yep.
And very last game for a lot of our friends too, which is, I'll just run through them real quick. There's Brad Myers retiring, Nathan Friends off to the Warriors, Buffs off to England. We've got Tupi retiring, Ezzy's down in Parramatta, Tamain's going to Union, same with Walker. Will Matthews is off to the Dragons. We've had Rogers come and go again this year, and Capel's off to the Broncos, and also Tagatese down to the Sharks. So there's about 12 people that are leaving this team, including the big four.
Preston Campbell, he's going as well.
That's the man I was going to say. Big Preston Campbell. He's an absolute magician, and look, it's one of those things with Preston that last night in the Tigers game, he just shows exactly why he's so valuable to a team. He's got so much courage, that little fella. He really does.
Yeah, he certainly broke a lot of tackles there, and a few of the runs he had. So
How can a little guy like that break that many tackles? And it looks so hard when you get big guys trying to do it, but you get a little fella like that. I know he's smaller, so he's slipperier, but he was showing sheer strength to push out of some of them.
I know. He'll be going for another couple of years, but I think he's caught it, so
Yeah.
live with it. So.
And what that means for the Legion is this. Basically, you need to get to, you will see the tent outside, I think it's gate D. I hope I got that right. There will be the Preston banner, and there'll be a couple of other banners there, and we want everybody that's a Titan supporter to come down and sign the banner and wish Presto all the best. and we'll present that. And I think the club's going to present that to him after the game. So that'd be a good thing. And you know, it's just our little bit. I know it's not a lot, but it's just a thank you from us fans for you know, for being able to watch him play.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, mate. And so yeah, so get down there and mate, you'll see the tent. So if you see it, stop. We got pens and that there. Just come down, put your name on it, and well wish the little master, because he is a little master, and he really is just one of my all-time favourite people. Not rugby league players, but just his whole, what he does off the field as well. You know, he's a great person, great man.
Yeah, he's great. He's been a great mentor and teacher for me as well. So
Man, it must
I wish I could have played with him the last couple of games, but yeah, that's just how it is. But yeah, we need to send him off on a good note and win this weekend and get a packed Skill Stadium.
Yeah.
And show your respect for the little guy.
I agree. And mate, it must be a honour to have played with. I mean, you mightn't look at it now, but I'm sure in a few years you'll look back and go, "Wow, I played football. I come into grade with Preston Campbell." That will be something to look back on. Yeah,
well, I watched him when I was growing up when he won the grand final in 05,
yep.
03 for the Panthers, and yeah, it's unbelievable that I'm actually playing with him. I actually got to play with him, and yeah, it's something I always remember.
Yeah,
it's a good memory for me.
And we've got a little bit of a tribute video for all the players that are leaving, and this was put together by Mick, and I'll run that now.
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 8th wonder of the world, the flow of the century, always timeless. Oh, thank you for coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. With Shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA. Was hurting them in the home of the turbans. Got it dirt cheap for them. Plus if they were short with cheese, I would work with them. Bored and weed, got rid of that dirt for them. Wasn't born hustlers, I was birthing them. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For Sheezy, my kneesy, keep my arms so breezy. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Haters want me clapped and chrome, it ain't easy. Cops wanna knock me, EA wanna box me in, but somehow I beat them charges like Rocky. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Not guilty, he who does not feel me is not real to me, therefore he doesn't exist, so poof. Van Moose, son of a bitch. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For Shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. That's the anthem, get your damn hands up. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Yo, it starts with one thing. I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away and it's so unreal. I didn't look out below, I watched the time go right out the window, trying to hold on and didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried. So H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, LP, JC, help me out.
Alright, so basically we got the Parramatta game Saturday night. Look, forget the season, forget everything that's happened. It all comes down to this game. It is Operation Lose the Spoon. We have got two teams going, and the loser of this game officially gets last place. So it should be a hell of a leather game. Parramatta haven't been going too bad, actually, to be honest. I mean, they've been losing a lot of games by 1 or 2 points, but we're going to have to step up for this one.
I reckon it shouldn't be called Lose the Spoon, because if you look at what we're going to lose, then we're more likely to get it. So it should be called Operation Win.
Win nothing.
Just win.
That's right.
Operation beat Parramatta, not Lose the Spoon. We don't have it.
That's right.
It's not even in our vocabulary.
Excellent. All right, so there you have it. So it's Operation Kick the Eel's ass. Okay, get into it. So, and we've got everyone down there, the boys, Titus Officius and Aluminium Boy, they've been creating songs all week. They got one for Minicello that we've all heard last week, one for Magic Me, Pass the Ball to Magic Me, which we all love, which everybody should know by now. There's also 2 new songs, one for Dom.
Oh, yeah, but he's not playing.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Sing it anyway.
they'll sing it anyway, so we're going to try and get Dom down there maybe for 5 minutes. That'd be a great thing if we can sing that to him. And they created a Titans anthem too, which is fantastic. So jump on YouTube, on the Facebook page, you'll see all that on there. You might even have a song on there from some other drunken idiot, but we won't talk about that. I want to become a Legionnaire. Copyright, Coaster. Alright, so we've got the banners. Also, I forgot to mention, the club's offer is every member of the club gets 2 free tickets to this game to fill it up, right? So if you're a Legion member or any Titans member, ring the club ASAP, talk to them, get your 2 free tickets, bring 2 other people to the game. Let's fill it out, let's fill the stadium complete and send all of the boys off in style, the way it should be.
That's what we got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Last week on the podcast, there was a bloke on the bus competition. Now, there was a photo on the podcast pointing to a certain player that was on the bus, and all you could see was the back of his head. And we ran it on Facebook and said to name this bloke, and the first correct entry would win a Titans pack. Well, mate, we've got a winner.
Who is it?
Can I have a drum roll? Blaze has won the Titans pack.
Blaze,
So-
the mascot.
No, Blaze.
Oh, Blaze.
So, so mate, he's won the Titans pack. So he can come and grab that. We'll talk to you during the week, Blaze. I'm sure you're going to be there banging on the drum, mate. So that'll all be good. And yeah, mate, congratulations. You named the correct entry, which was Brenton Lawrence.
Yeah.
It was Big BJ. And we had lots of people have a guess and went all the way through all the coaching staff and everything, but it was actually BJ. That was the back of his head. So there's another little bit of a quiz on the Facebook page at the moment. You've got to try and guess when that photo was taken at what away game. So if you can do that, you're better than me, I'll tell you that right now.
I actually wonder how he guessed that.
I know.
How did he guess that was BJ there?
Well, mate, I tell you, he guessed it faster than what I did. He must have knew something. I don't know. He'd been studying the back of BJ's neck, Blaze. I don't know what's going on.
Probably seen it because we've been behind the post that one.
He said that. Sweet. So, as I say, Parramatta, Saturday night, and the team was released today, mate. What have we got?
Yeah, it's basically the same. We have Jordan Rankin at number 1, fullback. Jordan the Rankin. We have number 2, Steve Michaels. Stevie boy. Number 3, we have Essie Tonga. T Songa, as they like to say. Clinton Toopi in the other centre. The big Pex McGraw. We've got David Mead on the wing. Magic Mead. Get the ball in.
Get the ball.
Number 6, we've got William Zillman. Big Zip Zilly. Preston Campbell playing his last game for us. As captain as well.
Beautiful.
At halfback. And we've got Luke Bailey in that front row. The big Bales. Big Bull. We've got Matty Schramer and hooker. Matt White in the other front row. Big crusher. And in the back row we've got Anthony LaFranchi. Mark Minicello as well packing in there. And Greg Bird in as lock. So we're looking good in the forwards and
Good stuff. And who have we got on the bench?
We've got BJ come off the bench with Will Matthews, Big Bodine Thompson, and Luco Dwyer.
All right,
That is
so
our team.
okay, so obviously that team was named today, so you don't know of any injuries or anything that would make changes to that?
Nah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right, good.
Last 17 players, I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, boys. Well, you're the 17. You got all of our hopes and dreams in your hands this week. So get out there and mix it up and get nasty with this heel side and really put it to them.
Get into it.
Agreed. Okay, well, it pretty much brings us to the end of this podcast and the end of the podcast of 2011.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it,
Yeah.
mate. It is. So, look, it's been a probably a season to forget. But look, even I read something really cool yesterday. Even a kick up the arse is one step forward, and it's true. Sometimes you need that to keep going on the way. So, me personally, I've obviously got a few people to thank, mate. If you don't mind, I'd like to thank first of all the Gold Coast Titans for all the support that you guys have given us. Chris and Amanda from the Gold Coast Titans. Look, you guys, I hassle them all the time. I'm always ringing them. Stupid harebrained ideas that I come up with. And mate, they always answer the call, so they've been fantastic. Choppy, big thanks to Chop, mate. He promotes the Legion everywhere he goes. On Twitter, he's all the time. He's just constantly trying to promote the Legion, and he's such a big part of the Gold Coast Titans community. Thank you very much, Chop. Big Michael Searle. Mate, without him, none of this happens. He could put his stop down and say, look, shut this idiot up. But I know that he's seen the podcast, and mate, I thank you very much for letting us do what we do. And mate, you. And I would like to thank you personally for, mate, everything that you've done for us this year. You've changed us out of a basement audio podcast to this. Have a look at our bloody studio.
It's a few million for that, but
mate, unbelievable. I can't believe you just had this just parked downstairs. It's unbelievable. Jeez, if we could scan the TV, the camera around, you'd see his Lamborghinis and everything. Mate, he's unbelievable. Brilliant. All of the Gold Coast players, obviously, that have spent their time with us this year, doing interviews and talking to us, win, lose or draw, even if they walk out of the sheds and we're sticking phones under their faces. Thank you very much. Phil and Reg, the media guys, thanks guys. And I personally want to thank a few people from the steering committee. Mick, without Mick, none of this video podcast happens at all. He spends very late nights piecing together videos, and I'll tell you how it happens. Coaster rings him up drunk and says, Mick, I need this, and then he spends like the 6 hours trying to get my idea onto actual video, so he's great. Sil and Rhonda and Blaze. Blaze is actually, he did some interviews for us during the year too, so a real big thanks to him. And Sil for the away Legion, man. Without her, we wouldn't have anybody that goes to away games. She goes to all of the away games, even in New Zealand.
yeah,
So
good support.
and Rhonda, of course, and she does heaps of stuff too. And the whole steering committee, obviously, everybody, Davey, you know what you're like, mate. Honestly, big props to everybody. And obviously, I want to thank the Legion, because without you guys out there, we don't have a show.
That's right. We don't have a team. We don't have anything without the fans.
That's it. And mate, the Legion have stuck solid this year. I mean, even last night, I had moments of madness last night. I had a couple of tweets that a lot of people have asked me, don't worry, I'm turning up to the game. I was just awfully disappointed at the time. But there's guys out there in the Legion that they just never waver.
No, it's good. Good
Yeah.
support.
So, mate, it's real good thanks. And thanks to everybody in the Legion. And, mate, thank you very much for, obviously, yourself. And if you catch up with Murray or Kilogram or the Coordinator, you tell them thanks very much from the Legion.
Yeah, I will. I'll catch up with them this week and let them know that you said that. And on behalf of all the players and that, just like to thank the Legion and all the fans for supporting us. Without the supporters and fans, we wouldn't be able to play and stuff. So, yeah, thanks for supporting us.
That's really good, mate. And look, and we'll just leave it there. And look, we did a tribute video for all the players just a bit before, but I think Presto needs his own. He's a true champion. And we're going to leave you with a tribute video to Preston. So that's it from me, Coaster. That's it from KG.
See you next year and keep supporting us.
Dead right. See you there Saturday.
Mick Murray's got something to say down here. I'm Murry Bugabbaga. Make sure you get there Saturday night, or else. Sweet.
Too alarming now to talk about. Take those pictures down, check it out.
this true champion in all senses of the word.
Consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, race it around. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
Rubbering for himself, towing again. Magic. Absolute magic, Mike.
Don't the best of them read it out, while the rest of them peter out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, race it around.